all designed to undermine the meaning of the Second Amendment and the Supreme Court decisions that uphold it.
Somebody please get this man a gun.
I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
That was a clip from the new movie John Wick 2, and our friend Taran Butler had his hand in that one. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't. I've been really busy. Really busy. I tried to watch it some last week, and it was sold out. And so
that's great.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, not great for me. I don't get any of the money.
I know.
But I mean, by now, and I just recently reposted it today. Everyone's seen that viral video of Keanu Reeves pretty much destroying your range. How did that come about? Is this where you saw things going for you, or is this kind of completely out of the blue that you'd be training pretty much celebrities to shoot?
I've done it off and on for years, but along about a year and a half, 2 years ago, a friend of mine, Mike Setting, a local shooter, grandmaster, introduced me to Keanu Reeves through a phone call. See if I wanted to do the gig. Through J.J. Perry. He's with a company called 8711, the stunt guys you met at the SHOT Show and all that. And they wanted to bring something different to training than what you usually do for movies. And it's taken off pretty incredibly. I didn't expect Keanu to take it to that level. Mm-hmm. And because they wanted so much in every detail, like the match saber that's in the movie and in the training video, and to be happening to a bad guy in the movie, and every little detail, the draw where he pulls the jacket over to clear the gun against Common, that's something I added to the scene. It's so fast nobody notices it but me. But yeah, the press check, stuff like that, all these fun things like we came up with, and JJ also adds so many ideas too. He's a great martial artist. So is the director of the movie, Chad Stahelski, the other director, David Leitch. All these guys are just so next level. To take it to that level just made me a better trainer. Yeah. And because of that video and because of this movie, as of like last week, Jade and I are just completely overwhelmed with the coolest movies. You won't even believe what we're going to be doing next. I can't even believe I'm doing it next. So to have a director come back from my past and get involved, first one I ever trained a long time ago, James Cameron is back, and just all these amazing things are happening for us. And lately we've been training Antoine Fuqua. He's done movies like Training Day, Magnificent Seven, Tears of the Sun. Guy's in great shape. He's a badass. He's also looking for the coolest and latest and greatest. And it's surreal. It's very surreal for us, and it's all due to 8711. And Keanu is just a great guy. You got to meet him that one day, and he's just a really great person.
Do you think that? Do you notice that when you have Hollywood or certain celebrities come out and shoot, or guys who are responsible for getting certain guns on different movies and things of that nature, do you find that there are things that we underappreciate, that when somebody who has foreign eyes looks at it, thinks, oh man, that's incredible? For instance, like the match saver, that's something to me that's incredibly kind of mundane. Like I'm just used to it. In that sense, whereas I could see someone in Hollywood look at it and be like, that'd be really cool for a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just want different. They want new. I mean, it's a different world now, and you got video games out there that are so accurate and so badass, and that the movie's got to keep up. And we're just excited that we're able to bring what we do to it to these actors, and it's just exciting to be able to introduce the equipment. Obviously, I was very blessed to have Chad decide to go ahead and have Keanu go shopping at Turn Tactical in the movie, in the scene where he goes in and he gets the Glock 54.
Do not. Remember, I haven't seen it, so don't spoil anything for me.
But it's in the preview about 1,000 times.
Okay. All right.
So in the movie, he gets these two exact guns right here. This is actually Keanu Reeves' actual gun, his personal gun. This is a little 26 he gets. They're all tricked out with the Combat Master stuff. You got one of our very first ones. You probably got the very first one we ever did. They're prettier now. I'm sorry. I'll make your slide nicer.
Hey, to be honest, as long as I know I have one of the first ones, I'm good with that. I like that level of narcissism. I'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So in the movie, he loads up. He gets these 2 guns in this special boutique underground sinister thing over there at the Continental, whatever. I could talk about it. Have we seen the movie?
I know, but it's exciting and it's different.
And then in the previews that you don't watch for some reason, he's got our TR1 ultralight with the Trijicon AccuPoint, the RMR on it. He's doing his whole thing.
Yeah.
He's got 2 35-round magazines bolted together, Magpul. Does reloads in the movie like crazy. Almost does too many reloads. And then he gets the Benelli M4 and all the fun stuff. It's crazy. He basically 3 guns in the movie with all of our equipment. It's kind of it's like a dream I haven't woken up from. That's actually happening in that movie. And I have to thank these guys behind the scenes for being so nice to me to do that for me, and Keanu pushing for that. And he's all Blade Tech gear. It's basically everything that we sell in the stores in the movie.
Yeah.
And
I think basically what I think it is, it's the gun culture we've all been living finally arriving in the way it should be in Hollywood. I honestly, I don't think you get enough credit in from the sense of I think you are very much becoming a conduit for allowing or affecting a certain change to the culture or the way that people view the culture, especially in Hollywood, because I think you kind of create a safe space for them to, to say, I actually kind of like this. And then ironically enough, I think with the way things are going politically, considering who we have in office now, I think now, at least in the next 4 years, it's going to be a lot safer for people to come out and say, I actually do enjoy shooting without being blacklisted or blackballed in whatever field that they choose to be in. And I think you're very incredibly important. And like I said, being a conduit for whether it be actors, whether it be people behind the scenes, behind the camera, in front of the camera, who can come out and enjoy shooting the way we've all been doing it for years without having to face the ridicule that usually accompanied coming out and saying how much you love shooting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing in Hollywood. I mean, you can't just run out there and go, I'm an NRA. Just because there's a group in there that's going to hurt you from getting films. But there's a lot of big people in Hollywood that you think don't like guns all shoot at my place or at different ranges that I help get good equipment to. And they love it. And it's the biggest guys behind the scenes have all my gear. It's crazy. Tons of groups of these guys behind the biggest movies out there. And I know it is what it is. I mean, they're in movies, they're endorsing the guns, doing their thing. That's all that really matters to me. They don't have to go and put a banner up or do whatever because they still want to work. And there is certain groups in Hollywood that are wanting to make money off the guns, have every billboard for the theater in front of Paramount with people with guns, but then they're against the guns. So it's a weird world. It's the world that exists. It's the world that these actors have to live in. And if they want to work and get all the best work they can get, they might have to walk that fine line and figure that out. It's annoying. It is what it is, but that's the world that it is.
Yeah, no, and I definitely don't think it's something that's going to change substantially overnight. I think it's going to be a progression, so to speak. And it's just like even people who are anti-gun love seeing guns in movies, which is why we continue to see guns in movies. And I think the more people start understanding the reality of firearms in the way that we see them, I think there's some good changes to come. And I think you're going to be incredibly important in that, even though that may not even be your ultimate goal. But as a byproduct of what you do, I think that's incredibly important.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just excited that I'm making a little dent in Hollywood to fix some of the bad grips and get rid of some of the same old boring guns and adding some excitement. And I don't just put only my guns in movies. I got Infinities in Fast and the Furious. I got other guns in Fast and the Furious I can't talk about yet. I'm trying to push other people to get their stuff in there too that I think is worth
you could save yourself a lot of trouble with having to fix all the bad grips and all that stuff. The easiest way to just kind of deal with that is to just put me in the movie in place of the actual people who probably do a much better job at doing what they would need them to do than I would, but it doesn't matter because it's me. That was my little shameless plug to be in the next John Wick 3, 4, 4.5, 5, or whatever the case may be. Like
Common's brother that comes back to get revenge after he got stabbed. So.
Hold on, what? What'd you say?
No, Taran! You can't do it.
I didn't say he got.
What did you? Did you just spoil it? Did you?
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Carmen got stabbed in the arm.
I don't know what you're talking about. But no, man. As always, man, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. I got to make a trip out there to Cali. It's been too long since I've been out on the range shooting, so I'm definitely going to make sure I get that done sometime soon. And thank you for joining us on Seeing Live, and be sure to come back.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Y'all take care.
Fun.
All right.
All right.
All right. And well, that's another awesome episode of Seeing Live. I'm Colion Noir, and I'm out.